Las Vegas is filled with legendary casinos and hotels, but tucked between the giants of the Strip were dozens of smaller motels that helped shape the early travel era of this city. One of the most interesting and one of the almost completely forgotten ones was the Orbit Inn. This is the story of a mid century motel that captured the space age spirit of the 1960s, welcomed travelers during the golden era of the Strip, and slowly faded away as Las Vegas outgrew places like it. The Orbit Inn opened in the early 1960s, right in the middle of America's obsession with the space race. This was when the country was fascinated with rockets, satellites, atomic testing, and the promise of the future. And Las Vegas leaned into that theme everywhere. The Orbit Inn was a perfect example of that design trend. With its clean lines, space-inspired signage, and modern motel layout, it represented what roadside America looked like during this era. It wasn't a sprawling casino resort. It wasn't trying to compete with the Sands, the Sahara, or the Flamingo. Instead, it served a different purpose. Affordable, clean lodging for the everyday traveler coming to explore the Strip. People forgot just how many motels once existed near the Strip. In the 1950s and 60s, Las Vegas wasn't dominated by mega resorts. Most visitors drove into town, parked right next to their door, checked in for a cheap rate, and walked to whichever casino they wanted to visit. The Orbit Inn was part of this network of classic Las Vegas motels. Colorful neon signs, kidney-shaped pools, palm trees, mid-century architecture, family-friendly prices. It fit right into the spirit of the era. Convenient, fun, and full of personality. The Orbit Inn stood out with its distinctive mid-century look. The sign featured a circular satellite orbit graphic, a design style that was incredibly popular in the 1960s as America looked towards the stars. This wasn't just a motel, it was a piece of cultural moment. Inside, the rooms were simple but clean. The pool area was the heart of the property. Families, tourists, and travelers passing through the desert stayed here because it was affordable and close to the excitement of the Strip. If you stayed at the Orbit Inn in the 60s or 70s, you weren't coming for luxury. You were coming for adventure. By the 1980s and 90s, everything began to change. Mega resorts like the Mirage, Excalibur, Luxor, Treasure Island, and MGM Grand transformed the Strip into a destination built around entertainment, casinos, huge hotels, and attractions. Small motels simply couldn't survive this shift. The Orbit Inn struggled as tourism changed. Travelers wanted bigger rooms, nicer pools, on-site restaurants, and casinos attached to their hotel. Motels like the Orbit Inn became outdated overnight. Many were demolished, others became long-stay rentals, and some fell into despair. The Orbit Inn was eventually closed and removed as the Strip modernized around it. The Orbit Inn's exact site has been absorbed into the modern development of Las Vegas Boulevard. Like so many mid-century motels, it was eventually cleared to make room for new commercial and hotel growth around the Strip corridor. Today, nothing recognizable remains of the Orbit Inn. No sign, no structure, no trace of its space-age design. It only exists in postcards, photos, and the memories of people who visited Las Vegas during a very different time. While the Orbit Inn was never a famous resort, it represents something important. An era when Las Vegas was still small, ambitious, and filled with mid-century character. It's a reminder that the Strip wasn't always mega resorts and billion-dollar projects. It was once a collection of neon motels, small hotels, themed signs, and places like the Orbit Inn that catered to everyday families. The motel may be gone, but its design, its era, and its place in the city's growth show how far Las Vegas has come. For those who remember roadside Vegas, the Orbit Inn is still part of the story. Thank you so much for watching this look back at the Orbit Inn, a small but memorable piece of vintage Las Vegas. More history videos are coming soon, from lost motels to iconic casinos and forgotten landmarks across the valley.
Shadows dancing, moving soft and slow. And as the lights fade low, I'll see you down the